Sporting Dog Adventures, run, boy,
That was
run.
awesome.
Everything you
Good
need
boy,
is
here.
here under the sun. Everything you need is here under the sun.
The Sporting Dog Adventures podcast is proudly brought to you by Soggy Acres Retrievers. Whether you're looking for a black, yellow, or chocolate Labrador Retriever puppy, please check out our website for more information at www.soggyacres.com. You can also email Jeff at sportingdogtv@gmail.com or call 262-215-9683. And remember, everyone deserves a Soggy dog. Hey, welcome to the Sporting Dog Adventures podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Fuller. I'm on assignment. Or I'm actually on vacation / with my wife, who is getting her master's degree down at Auburn in Alabama. So down in Alabama, sitting in the hotel room, figured I would push out an episode for everybody so that we can talk about something dog related, because it's been a hot minute. What I wanted to talk about was the state of the puppy market, which is incredibly soft. My goodness, if you were looking at going into dog breeding, now would be a challenging time. With that said, if you're looking for a puppy, there's a lot of great options out there. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence. If you look at a kennel and they have 5, 6, 7 litters where they have puppies remaining from and they're continuing to breed them, you might want to ask why. Now, it could just be they're bad at marketing. It could be they're overpriced. It could be that there are other issues you really need to look into. But you want to make sure that you're looking at this stuff so that you're buying from someone that runs a good business and from someone that has good pups. Again, I have not seen the dog market like it is right now. And I've been doing this since, I had my first litter in, I believe it was the year 2000, got my first dog in 1998. It is incredibly soft. We're doing fine. We sell our puppies because we do so many other things to market ourselves, whether it's social media, whether it's videos of our litters on our Facebook pages and social media pages, whether it's podcasts. But if you are looking, I've seen kennels now that just have so many pups on the ground, and they're continuing to breed. And in my opinion, when you look at stuff like that, if someone has puppies stacked on top of puppies and they're continuing to breed them, you got to question ethics on that, and you need to look at things at face value. So you want to make sure that you're buying from a good place that has good pedigrees, that has great stock, and that's going to get you what you want. You're able to find the good kennels like ours now, where instead of what this time of year I would normally be sold out for the entire year, we do have some room still in our litters. We actually, for the first time in a long time in spring, we have pups that are on the ground and ready in late May or June. Sounds like a long way off, which it is. The crazy thing is, this time of year, I'm usually sold out 5, 6 litters from now. So that would be through the end of the year. So again, don't discount or not go with a kennel that you're talking to, but make sure they run a good business. There's lots of kennels out there. Make sure that you are looking at them as a business. Do they have a good health guarantee? Are they ethical? Are they taking care of their animals? Are they doing this for the right reason? So many got into dog breeding because of COVID, and it was so easy to sell pups because everyone's at home. And people think that the reason that you get into dog breeding is to make money. What many like myself that have been doing this a long time will tell you is that about the last thing you're going to do is make yourself wealthy being a dog breeder or dog trainer. You can make a good living at it, but there are many hidden costs that people don't see. When you look at puppy prices, we sell our pups for $2,200. People will tell me occasionally that, oh my gosh, that is so expensive. When you look at where we were at 5 years ago to where we are at now, We've raised our price, I think, probably $500. And if I showed you the actual numbers on my business, we're making less per puppy than we were back then because our costs have gone up just exponentially. Whether it's fuel prices for getting places, whether it's fuel prices and electricity prices for your facility, whether it is dog food, vet care. My goodness, have vet costs gone up. With that said, little side note, if you're buying a puppy, make sure you have a vet appointment if you can, at least a month before you bring the puppy home, because a lot of vets aren't even taking dogs and cats right now. When you look at cost, you look at where things are, it is an upside down market. So you absolutely want to be careful. You absolutely want to do your due diligence. And even if you have to wait a little bit, don't just rush to the, oh my gosh, I can have it now. All puppies are cute. You want to make sure you're getting the pedigree, the health guarantee, and that you're buying something that is going to do the job that you are looking for. So that's it for this part of the show. Next up, I wanted to talk about puppy training. In particular, when your puppies are being too rough, they're biting, and they're barking. So we'll talk about all that and more coming up after this. If you love the shooting sports like I do, you need to check out our friends at Mech Outdoors. They have fantastic products, whether you're looking at shot shell or metallic reloading, or you want to get yourself a clay thrower so you can practice up for the season. For more information, check out their website at mechoutdoors.com.
Welcome to Boucher in Janesville, where customer service is our #1 priority.
Our customers come back to us because of the experience that we provide for them.
We're here to make sure that we find you the right car, one that fits your budget, and do so in a timely manner.
When we say we ride with you every mile, it means we care about you and how you are treated.
Estamos con personal que habla español en los departamentos de servicio y venta.
Our certified technicians are here to help you with all your service needs.
Visit us today at Boucher.com.
At Boucher, we ride with you every mile.
Hey, welcome to the show. Again, we're back here live from the Marriott Hotel in Auburn, home of Auburn University. We are going to talk about puppy training. It is such that one of the #1 calls we get is on puppies biting. And we've started to take a little more of a hard stance on this to explain this to people, because we've lost now 3 puppies in the last 25 years where people had to give the dog away because the dog had behavioral issues. And with each of these, and generally was biting and barking that was causing the problem, with each of these, I can go back and look and see where I emailed and talked to these people on the phone and told them they had to get a handle on it or it'd become habit, and it becomes a dominance issue where the dog is not going to be safe and the dog will just be out of control. Dogs all need a firm hand. They all need the ability to be corrected. And you also have to remember that when you're correcting an animal like this, you have to give them lots of praise. So when a puppy bites, I always tell people to either swat them on the muzzle and tell them no, or grab and pinch their muzzle, squeeze their muzzle, and tell them no. Those are the 2 ways that I handle biting. Why? Because that's how dogs talk to each other. Dogs, when they get irritated by a puppy, will grab them by the neck, the muzzle, or the ears. They are speaking dog to them, so that's what you need to do. When we look at the correction, it needs to be mildly, have a mild discomfort to it, because that's what dogs do. They bite each other. Obviously, you aren't going to bite your dog. But if you swat the dog on the muzzle, we're not saying to harm the dog, but you need to make it where the dog understands that hurt you and it's not acceptable. Squeeze their muzzle, tell them, no, that hurt you, but it's not acceptable. So keep that in mind so that when you are correcting the dog, they get the point. Be consistent with it. And if you are having the problem and the puppy's not responding, just up your level of consistency, up your level of correction. You want to get them so that they understand that you're the boss, so that you're in charge, and so that they don't do it again. Barking is the same thing. When a puppy is barking, you can do several things. One, you can ignore them. Now, this obviously depends on the dog. Some dogs will not stop, but you can ignore them. Do not let them out. If you let them out when they're barking, what they will do is it becomes a learned behavior again. Again, where the term learned behavior, where the dog realizes if I bark, I get taken out of my crate. You can go in, you can squeeze them by the muzzle and tell them no, quiet. Eventually, after you've corrected them a number of times, you could probably just yell in no, quiet, and they're going to be like, oh gosh, I don't want to be corrected again. Or if you've ignored them, they're going to realize it's pointless to the barking. But either way, you want to handle it so that they're in a position that they're being corrected, they're understanding that it's not acceptable, but yet we don't leave them trapped in a kennel. Even if I'm going to take a dog out of its crate and they're barking, I'll actually tell them no, quiet, wait a couple of minutes, and then go in and be like, good dog, good, and bring them out. So those are the different things that you want to work on so that you are correcting it. Again, aggression, vocality, these are traits that are a learned behavior, and it's learned when it's not corrected by you being the alpha dog and being the dog in charge. So you need to put your dog in a good position where they're in structure, they're happy, and they understand that they can't get away with stuff, but yet when they behave, they're going to be treated like a little king. So I hope that helps you on that. We'll have all that and more in other episodes as we talk further about training. In the next part of the show, I wanted to talk about my excitement level for the upcoming hunting season. Again, all that and more coming up after this. It's Jeff Fuller from the Sporting Dog Adventures podcast, and I need a little help. Please stop what you're doing and give us a 5-star rating. Follow us on the platform you're on. Give us a thumbs up. And above all, share our podcast with your friends and family. Our podcast will grow even more, and we can get more people involved in the sport we love with dogs in the field. Hey, welcome back to the show. Hunting season is, well, I guess it's still a couple of seasons away. We're still in spring. We get summer. But I always get so excited when I am going out and getting my food plots ready for deer. I am checking on blinds. I am checking my spots for pheasants, which we actually have a couple of spots that have wild pheasants that are doing well. And I am excited about the upcoming fall. For me, hunting isn't just going out and taking something and being done with it. It is a full year thing. I am in constant planning mode. I've already planted 215 trees. I've planted several food plots. One thing we did different, we had standing corn last year. Actually, I'm going to have standing sweet corn this year. Why not be able to eat it? And it's something that as I get ready, it's just a process that I work on. First is food plots. I want to do some sporting clay shooting. I've got a couple of mech outdoor throwers, obviously. I want to get those ready, get those out, use those up at our hunting property. And I want to get into more long-range shooting so that I'm sharped up there as well. It's turkey season right now. I shot a nice tom, and I've got one more season left. But overall, the love that I have for the outdoors is just, it is so strong, and it's a year-round thing. It really helps me with the stresses and tragedies and work and busyness in life that everyone deals with. It helps me get through things to make it an all-year thing. So I hope you guys are as excited as me. We're going to have more podcasts coming up. Please listen and grow with our love for the outdoors with us, and also our love for dogs. If you have any ideas for episodes, or you have any ideas for any questions you'd like answered, you can email Jeff Fuller, that's me, sportingdogtv@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to give you more content that you're looking for. So again, thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you're in the puppy market, do your due diligence. If you have a puppy, do your training. And if you love the outdoors like me, get out there and start enjoying it. Everyone have a great week, and God bless.
Sporting Dog Adventures.